And so with the task done, Rika obviously doesn't need to be in battle attire anymore. But of course Claudian is still out like a light, so let's go ahead and move on to the epilogue by speaking with La Habrea to take on the final quest for the Pandemonium storyline entitled Guided by the Past. La Habrea watches over Claudian with concern. It seems we can do naught but wait. Indeed. So as time passes by... Yeah, there's our man. Yeah, do you know how long we've been trying to find you? And what's on your mind there, Themis? Well, while he's contemplating, perhaps we might discuss a matter which has been troubling me. Oh, sure. What's on your mind? While your colleague, Nemgigi, was enlightening us on the historical events which led to this era, she let slip the name of one of the Ossians. La Habrea. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling that after she almost let it slip before, I feared that it was only a matter of time, and sadly... Sorry to break this to you. Although she knew the figure only from her research, she was most insistent that there is no evidence connecting the Ossian to myself. Yet I am aware that this La Habrea used the heart of Sabik to sow chaos throughout your world, and I would be a fool to deny such strong connections between us. You are the only one present who has met the Ossian in question, so I'd ask you directly. Are he and I one and the same? Is my fate to work in the shadows and bring about untold destruction? Well, you actually would be referring to both Edie and Mathia on that one, but yeah, I cannot be certain, unfortunately, because yeah, you're certainly not the same guy who we met all those 9 years ago. A diplomatic answer. I understand the Ossians often use the bodies of others to enact their plots, so it's impossible to say who they truly are. These Ossians, or Paragons I'm told, were ruthless in their schemes to rejoin the Sundered Worlds. I have heard but a small number of their deeds, and I still find it difficult to comprehend the depths to which they were willing to sink. Oh, believe me, if only you were there. To choose a path of evil, all for the sake of the star. I admit, it is a decision I would make under the right circumstances. Although the ages may take their toll, my devotion to my duty will never waver. You mean you actually would do that sort of thing? Yeah, so we pan over to Rika, who's like, yeah, maybe you are indeed one of the same. Paying no heed to what might be lost, I will treat the heart of Sabik as a mere tool for my own ends. Never caring to look beyond the surface, I will unleash forces that I fail to truly comprehend and remain blissfully ignorant of my hypocrisy all the while. Yeah, Themis looks on in disbelief. And just like that, we fade to black, but then, yeah, it turns out we're now seeing things from Claudian's perspective. Come around there, big guy. You've been through a lot. Ah, it appears Claudian has awakened. Yeah, don't get up too quickly. Hi there. Rika, I have some faint memories of what transpired. You stood against Athena and won. Indeed I did. And you were there too. And you were there? And you were there! Oh, but you couldn't all possibly be there. La Habrea, Ericthonius' memories of you dwell within me still. I guess you know that your legacy is being held on to. Through unyielding discipline you hope to forge a son equal to yourself, but the crucible you placed him in left scars which were loath to heal. Yet you were never motivated by selfishness. All you did was in service of your duty. At the least, I will hear no more. Though you may possess Alexthonius' memories, you are not him. In rebirth, you have become someone else entirely, and you belong to this age. As such, I am your enemy, and an enemy does not deserve sympathy. Of course, I would never condone the actions of the Arsian, but you are not him. You are La Habrea of the Convocation. You spared no effort in saving us from Athena's machinations. For that you deserve the utmost praise and my personal thanks. Yeah, it all worked out at the end for you. If you insist on deceiving yourself, then so be it. My stance remains unchanged. Yeah, you need to give yourself more credit. The most difficult of your trials is behind you, but you may find that Pandemonium has yet to relinquish the last of its secrets. Yeah, they're called Savage Raids. Among them is the identity of Hephaestus' liberator, who set the very first wheels in motion. There's but one place to find these answers. The past. Yeah, how far into the past? However, I must insist that you keep silent about Athena's fate. While I doubt it would change the decisions I make, you should not tender us information we cannot uncover ourselves. And so, now that I have said my piece, I shall follow in my son's footsteps. And take himself back to the Ethereal Sea. I guess you'll have to do the same too, eh there, Themis? Those odious memories will fade to nothing, as was always their fate. Farewell. Yeah, later, Laha. Back to the tar pits with you. Yeah, he's now out there somewhere. As a shining star. You'll have to do the same. My time too draws near, but I believe I can stay long enough to see this matter through. You'll journey to the past to seek out the truth of La Habrea's words, yes? While Themis himself may have been there to see this encounter, I have the unique opportunity to hear your perspective on the matter. That is, of course, if you'll share it with me. Of course. I look forward to it. I shall take in the Ethereal Sea one final time as I await your return. Alright. Yeah, in order to do what we need to do, we actually have to go back, as it was said, to the past, but we can't get there just by any old means. We gotta go all the way back to Elpis in order to do this. And go back to where the journey all began. So I will catch up with you there. The way things are here right now in Elpis, you would think we were in New York a few days ago, because yeah, I've seen the pictures of all the wildfire smoke that was over in Canada that got blown south and west instead of to the east. Which makes no sense at all. Yeah, the wind's shifting in unexpected ways, but yeah. Agamemnon is back, and as well as a whole bunch of other people here who are supposed to be keywords in Pandemonium. So yeah, we'll pass through the gates and get to where we need to go. In order to advance further, we gotta go back to the hidden compound. Thankfully, combat is not required. And there's the 3 past versions of themselves. We're around with 3 other people here, more keywords. Alright, La Habrea. Past La Habrea. Hello, everyone. Rika, truth be told, I thought you would have little reason to ever visit this place again. It seems I was wrong. Yeah, and of course even Ericthonios is here. Yeah, I'm looking for answers. I just wanted to say hello, but no. We're here for answers because there's things we need to talk about. How neatly you obfuscate your motivations. Do as you will, then. She has gone through the trouble to visit us, so I hardly think curtness is in order. We braved Pandemonium together. Why not at least share with her our progress? I have relinquished control of Pandemonium to La Habrea. I was never meant to hold it for long, and now such authority resides in rightful hands. With La Habrea's help, we have poured through Athena's research into the Hamathoi. Thus we were able to restore Hegemony's mind and body. That looks like that's not all you did. Yet there's much work to be done. Damage to repair, keywords to replace, the tasks are too many to count. But although the path may be long, our progress is steady. I believe we can safely say that Pandemonium will soon function as it did before. Or will it? Because as the music stops... Indeed. Before we reach that point, however, there are some matters which must be put to rest. Such as... As we look on intently, one concerns Pandemonium itself, and another is a personal matter. Until they are settled, I cannot move forward. It shall not take long. Lack of resolve caused me to delay, but I have chosen my course. These concerns must be weighty indeed. Do you intend to share your burdens with us? If you would bear witness, then come. Your arrival at this very moment almost beggars belief, but I shall not ask you to leave. I simply ask that you do not interfere, no matter what may happen. Why is that? What are you about to do that needs to be done? Well, as we leave the gates, we're about to find out. Hello there, Hegemony. Yeah, we're all here. Stay here. This will be over soon. Alright. You're not gonna kill her, are you? Why did you call me here, Master La Habrea? There is still much to be done if the warders are to be freed. You have served within Pandemonium since Athena's time, have you not? That makes you the most senior key ward now that Aegisthus is gone. In other words, as such, you deserve to know a secret few others are privileged to hear. One concerning myself. Yeah, she's all ears. And so are we. Separating Hephaestus from myself required removing part of my soul. Ooh. A necessary sacrifice, but one which came at no small cost to my natural talents. I am but a shadow of the man I was at the time of my appointment as La Habrea. I could never hope to wield the same magics that Hephaestus used to bind the warders' minds, let alone break their shackles. That tone of defeat does not befit your voice, Master La Habrea. Do not give in to despair. And yet, there is no despair, only truth. I do not confide in you to garner cheap sympathy. What do you intend to do? Hephaestus left behind fascinating research. His conclusion was that in order to transform a vessel into a hemathos, absolute control over their mind was essential. As you well know, the magics used to achieve such dominion exploited strong emotions within their victims' hearts. In the case of Hesperos and Aegisthus, their respect for me. Upon slipping his bonds, Hephaestus took steps to throw Pandemonium into chaos. With their attention divided, Keyward and Warder alike were easy targets. But there was an act that came before. Regardless of Hephaestus' prowess, he could not have won freedom on his own. What are we realizing? For long days and nights I pondered who might have released him. I could only conclude that Athena's plans were set in motion long, long ago, when she claimed the mind of one of her own admirers. Her... Hegemony, none would question your pride in your position, your devotion to Pandemonium. But you do not believe I am the one fit to lead it, do you? Your loyalty lies not for my vision for Pandemonium, but Athena's. So you're fired then?
Master Lahabrea, whatever has spawned this sudden accusation, I assure you there is a proper explanation.
I don't think we're ever gonna hear it. Like, just shut up. Sorry, young lady. You're going for a ride.
What are you doing, Lahabrea?
Do not approach! Yeah, we agreed that we wouldn't interfere. We just have to stand by and watch. As I've already stated, even should I detect Athena's tinkering, I'm currently powerless to dispel it. But what can you do? And so I've come to a decision. One which was made with the best interest of our star in mind. In order to build a better future, I require the strength I have lost. And you're gonna suck it off of her? I must embrace these odious memories. Yeah, become that what he will eventually become. Yeah, you gotta make that mask of yours full. Mark well this sight. Engrave it upon your very soul! You will now bear witness to the true Lahabrea! Yeah, and Hegemony is dead.
I cannot imagine this was an easy choice, but it is done.
Nope. It was not an easy choice.
Is she alive?
Yes, and she shall remember this lesson well. Yeah. Any other ways you plan to hammer it into her? Yeah, she's awake.
Athena's puppet no longer, I see.
She may yet harbor ill will toward me, but that is a risk I am willing to take. Our star requires a steady hand to guide it, and now mine is equal to the task. I can no longer allow Pandemonium to divert my focus. Hegemony, I would ask that you serve me anew. There is none more suited to oversee this prison. None other who will take such pride in their duty. Yeah, even after all that.
My loyalty to Athena led me to betray you once before. Why would you allow me to keep the position of Keyward?
I require your talents, as I require Hephaestus. The past is of no consequence. Are you actually gonna make her cry?
Very well. In honor of our fallen colleagues, I shall restore this institution to its former glory.
So, mission accomplished then? Lahabrea is himself once more. He wields his authority without hesitation and thinks not twice once his judgment is sounded.
Yet he is different from Athena. He thinks only of the betterment of the star, so as long as duty guides his actions, he shall not share her fate. And, should his convictions ever waver, the emissary will set him back on the proper course.
Hopefully.
Good. If this is the path he chooses to walk, then I will walk with him. I'll allow our bond to fray no further. As his son, I will support him in the days ahead.
So it all worked out, right? Yeah, back over to us. I would not ask you to say the same, Rika. You and I stand on peaks separated by vast chasms. Our perspectives will never align. No, of course not. And never shall one give way to the other, for such is our nature. With that in mind, let us consider any debts between us to be void. And into the void they go. Before you leave here, mark well these words. Know you the roots of this corruption? Hydaelyn! No, that's probably not it. My resolve shall weather loss unfathomable, no obstacle. Walk your path with the same conviction. Of course. Yeah, now all of you have work to do. So, with that, there is nothing further to be said or done. Let's make our way back over to Aporia and make our way back to the Aetioscope. And at long last, we now return to the Aetioscope, to the ethereal lens. And Claudian apparently is speaking with Themis, because I guess they have a lot to talk about. So yeah, now we gotta reunite with Themis, and this time... There you are, Rika. While you were away, Themis brought me up to speed on all that happened while I was held prisoner. His story shone light upon any number of questions that were niggling at my conscience. Namely, those concerning the ethereal signature emanating from Maz's law. Doubtless its source was Athena reaching out as far as she could from her prison, ever grasping for someone to take Erechthonius' place, grasping for the body his soul resided in. I wanted to ask, when you first found the crystal, you were unable to hear the memories stored within? Indeed, it was only after our research was well underway that I could hearken to its whispers. So that means, contact with the crystal should have awakened the memories, but the passage of time likely changed Erechthonius' soul in subtle ways. Perhaps ethereal resonance was a gradual process in this case. However, being attuned to Erechthonius exposed you to Athena's voice as well. Doubtless the choice to venture forth into Maz's law was not your own, it was Athena's influence working through you. I do not recall being strangely fixated on acting alone. I would never have encouraged such recklessness usually. Although the choice was not entirely my own, I am still ashamed of my actions. Reflection is how we plant the seeds of growth, although we must not blame ourselves for events out of our control. That the voice and the crystal belonged to the person from which your soul originated, well, not even the most brilliant researcher could come to that conclusion. Yes, indeed. Your reassurance means more than you know, thank you. Now, one final matter. It concerns the very crystal whose discovery set this adventure in motion. Perhaps sparked by recent events, a new light began to shine from within its depths. From my experience, this may indicate that a new memory has floated to the surface, eager to be observed. Yeah, and what are you talking about? For some time, the question of why La Habrea and Erechthonius would leave such a crystal behind in the first place has lingered in the back of my mind. With Erechthonius' memories and such magical talents as are at my disposal, I believe I can make this final memory manifest for us all to behold. Shall we witness it together? If you think we can do it. Yeah, what can your modern technology conjure up here? Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see what we ultimately found. Zarek on his own. I leave this memory for you, for the future of our star. The final days have come, and the creation magics we relied upon so hasten our downfall. But despair is not yet worn out. La Habrea and the others of the Convocation are working to stem the chaos which threatens to engulf our star. Their plan requires great sacrifice. Illyrus Themis has already offered to give his life for our salvation. Yeah, this is news to you, more than likely. Yet there's another problem with which must be dealt with. Pandemonium, wherein are confined our most vicious creations. Even should we survive the final days, it will take time to restore order. If Pandemonium cells were breached and the prisoners set upon the star, our hard-won peace will be obliterated in an instant. Someone must stay behind to ensure that never happens. With Themis and La Habrea otherwise indisposed, that responsibility falls to me. Yeah, the guy who had no power at all. And that is why I must defy the directive of the Convocation. My soul will not be offered to manifest the will of the star, but instead consigned to eternal vigil. I know that in doing so the final days may take me. I may not live to see my duty upheld. Yeah, this is ultimately how he became boss number 1 of this whole ordeal. That is why I've resolved to set this crystal adrift in the tides of the underworld. It contains memories of Pandemonium from both my father and I, and shall bear this warning to the future even if I cannot. I imbued the crystal with magics that will attract it to my essence. Even should I journey through the underworld and be born anew, this message will reach me. Pandemonium shall not be left unattended. If all else fails, then perhaps another woman like my dear friend will come along. One with an almost unnatural ability to pick up the scent of trouble. Yeah, you're alluding to Rika, aren't you? I wonder where she is now. How many souls has she saved, and how many beasts has she slain since last we met? She's just carrying on the legacy. Yeah, she's one of many. Alongside my warning, this memory shall carry a wish. Rika, may we meet again. Now listen well. If anyone receives this message, you must come to Pandemonium. Please make haste. I repeat. But before he could conclude the message, away he goes. Yeah, that's when all hell broke loose. And so after seeing that, well, that dispels the last of my doubts. Thank you for humoring me. And now we come to this. Yeah, ready to be on your way, Themis? It survived. Oh, what the heck is that? Yeah, that's quite a rock you got there. Yes, the heart of Sabik. How did you extract that from the ultimate weapon? Yeah, like what? Edie will want to know about this. The tie that bound Athena's memories to my body, no doubt. When I regained my senses, I found it on my person. Now it appears your efforts have left it bereft of memories. No trace remains of Athena. However, its power as Orsight yet remains, and it may prove to be a valuable trove of knowledge in the hands of the right researcher. I feel fate has left it with me for a reason. Yeah, you're just gonna hold on to it as a trinket? I shall take my leave on behalf of my colleagues. Nay, the entire star. I thank you both for putting an end to Athena's wickedness. And that's that for him. Yeah, we're gonna leave a very powerful weapon in the hands of someone like him. Yeah, even I'm shocked by that there, Themis. But I guess now this is where we part ways. As we share some final words together.
I see. Then Hephaestus' story has been laid bare.
For someone who looks so young, his voice sounds so old.
As has the nature of our mysterious crystal. The questions which led us into Pandemonium are answered, and soon order shall be restored. I too can fade away, unburdened by regret. I could not have reached this point without you, friend.
Thanks. But yeah, why'd you have to go be Elidibus and beat up Shinji? But then again, we have to beat you up as Rika.
So many revelations. But there are more, if you would dig a little deeper. Elidibus's soul was plucked from the ethereal sea, and from it I was wrought. Surely you have a passing interest in what I remember, in what I feel.
Well, we have experienced that before going to Alpus itself. Yeah, the look on Rika's face says it all.
You deserve what answers I can provide. While my memories of Pandemonium are clear, all else is hazy at best. Perhaps Athena made me this way. Or perhaps it is the result of who or what I was before. Still, I can recall vague figures, scenes from my future and your past.
And what are they showing you?
At the Crystal Tower's peak, we clash. And later, from that self-same spire, I send you forth.
So that is something you are able to be aware of.
Into our age, into Elpis. Why do I decide on such a course? Formless as these images are, I cannot say.
And we're not going to tell you why.
However, I can hazard a guess. Somewhere within my fragmented memories, I catch a glimpse of our journey into Pandemonium. A glimpse which shows not the path we took or the destination where it led us, yet by its very presence demands that you are required in Elpis. And even if that act is but one link in the chain of events which ends in Atheris' salvation, then this all has meaning. Our time together, every moment, is worthwhile, and I am unburdened by regret.
You always were. Yeah, put on a brave face.
That said, it is possible my motivations become something else entirely.
Oh, they do.
That you would cross this vast expanse in the hopes of being reunited with your allies. A devotion that once would have baffled me. But after having been to the depths of that twisted prison and back, I think I can understand. Now, I have pulled back the curtain as far as I dare.
Yeah, don't pull it any further, or the threads will unravel.
The people of your age call this the Ethereal Sea, a name I quite enjoy, for it teems with life, each star a soul on its journey.
And you're preparing to go on yours.
And among these uncountable stars, it was yours that crossed my path. For that, I shall be forever grateful. I wish you well on your journey. A journey as long as your star is bright. A journey not bound by the confines of this world or any other.
Thank you. And thus away he goes, to join up with La Habrea and Erichthonios. And I'm all alone, but I seem to be very content about this conclusion. And I have all the reason in the world to be. So, let's get on out of here. On a very, very, very slow fade to black. And so, as we gaze inside, yeah, we've seen this before.
Fascinating. The truths that dwell at the edge of sleep. The course of history is set by its victors. It is immutable, and yet should this star continue upon its path?
Oh, the screen's fading away, we might not get the answer.
Look. The light.
Yeah. Walk towards it, my son. And thus we return now to the main aetheryte near Poria to speak with Claudian to complete this journey. Welcome back, Rika. I hope you said farewell to Themis for me. Recent events have given me not only a new focus for my research, but also insight into my own origins. Truly, 'tis a gift I can never hope to repay. As La Habrea said, I am not Erichthonios, yet I bear a part of him inside me, and I shall do what I can to follow the traces he has left behind in the present day. A spark has been struck in my mind. I am ready to pursue my research with a fervor the likes I have not had since my youth. Doubtless I shall have need of you in the days and moons ahead. When that time comes, I only hope that you will once again lend me your stout counsel. Until then, may you fare well. Thank you there, Claudian. So for completing the journey of Pandemonium, we'll take 7,500 gil, each of the 3 tier 9 materia for Heaven's Eye, Savage Aim, and Savage Might, plus choice of 3 tier 9 materia, which I'll take the Quick Arm. And in so doing, get the achievement Awesome Jail, Great Job. Which indeed it was. I believe we got a card out of this, but I believe... Oh, I haven't claimed this one yet. Yeah, I guess I needed to do more work in order to accomplish that, but the task is done, and the Pandemonium raid is now written into the history books. Of course, there is the opportunity to speak with MGG to unlock Savage raids as well, and it looks like the new Triple Triad has appeared, so definitely an opportunity for you to partake in that should it ever catch your interest. So, there we go. The primary raid of Endwalker has come to a close, but of course there's still more to do in patch 6.4, and that includes going to help a certain little Lalafell with finding things needed to help her build her business. And so when I join you next time, that's exactly where we're going to be going, because what happens there is definitely one of those moments that is not lacking in emotion at all, and it's definitely become one of my favorite quests in the entire time I've been playing this game. So I hope you'll join me to see how it'll unfold, because it's going to be a good one. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I hope that all the audio sounded the way I hoped it did, and that all of you enjoyed it. And I'll look forward to joining you next time when we return to Tataru's boutique to continue on with building her secret necklace. So, thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light.